Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Ghoti deck profile for February of 2024. This is right after the Phantom Nightmare pack just came out, so we got a couple new support for them. This is the Pisces symbol because it's a constellation, and the Pisces constellation as well. This was a fun one to design. I'm really happy with how that one came out. Out for the deck profile. Once again, I played mostly a pure variant. I really try to run as little as hand traps and stuff like that as possible, just to have a little bit more fun with it. A little casual deck profile, everyone. So I played two Paces. Paces is really good. I used to play him at 3, but the new support, I feel like you don't need him that much. And honestly, he's kind of a brick in the hand. I mean, yeah, you can normal summon him and then do the Enoch thing, but he's a little bit better just from the deck when you send him. Same thing with Schiff. Preference, you may not need more than one. I like 2 personally, but I understand if people only play him at 1. Zep, I play at 1. So these 3 are the tuners of the Ghotis, and they all have that same effect of when they're banished, they come back during the standby phase. Well, Zep works a little slightly differently, where he comes back immediately on the opponent's turn once. So you can do some silly stuff with him. But these 2 work identically, where they come back the next standby phase after they're banished. Then we have Keef. Keef works the same way, but he's not a tuner, so you got to remember that one. But he can also just special summon himself from the hand. So sometimes you can have like Schiff and Keef stuck in your hand, or they're in your hand, and you can make your level 4 synchro, which is pretty good. I play 2 Pysics. All these names are a little difficult to pronounce. I play 2 Pysics. You probably can only play 1. I'm playing around with the ratio. It's a new deck. I didn't play it on the simulator or anything, so right now 2. I could definitely see him going down to 1 though. Enoch, you only need 1 now. He works really well with Paces, because you normal the Paces, then use his effect to banish Paces, then bring it special summon Enoch from the hand. Then Enoch can either bring him back and do some quick synchro plays that way. Snopius is also great at great at 1. All the level 6s I could probably see at 1, but I'm testing him out right now, so I'm trying to play him at 2. Snopius is really good. You can banish 2 fish monsters, and this is a quick effect. His is so banish 2 fish monsters from your hand and or graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. And then also, if he's banished, you can banish 1 fish monster from your graveyard and add him back to your hand. So really good. And he works in a similar way where if he's banished, you can banish 1 anywhere in the hand, graveyard, or field, and then bring him out to the field, and then you immediately get a search off of him. So really liking the way that he works. I play only 1 Igseep. He doesn't really get you anywhere except for like a free level on the field, which is a 4, which isn't bad because you can do the 2 and the 4, and you can get a Arian post on the field. So you're level 6 synchro. So pretty good. Now for the non-Ghotis, I play the 3 Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark is perfect. He's just an amazing extender, specials himself, and gets a free search for a fish monster. Level 3, 4, or 5, so great card. And your targets for that are, well, Igseep, Lifeless Leaffish, which I'm going to be honest, it's probably Lifeless Leaffish, or your copies of White Sunfish as well. But Lifeless Leaffish is, I like to see him as usually this is your normal summon. I mean, if you can special summon, great, but he ends up being your normal summon a lot. You can send a fish monster from your deck to the graveyard when on summon, special or normal summon. So usually you can dump your Paces or Schiff, or one of your other smaller cards to the graveyard, and then you can dump the shift and then banish it to get the attack up, or all kinds of plays. So if he's already banished, you can dump one of these guys to banish him. Leaf Fish is great. He sets up all your plays. For the new stuff, for the white Sinfish, I only play 2. I don't think you need more than that, because he really does have to work well with Sardine, and if you're going to play Sardine, you got to play him at 3, just because of the way he works. So these 2 work in the sense of if you have a Sardine in your hand, or a white Sunfish and a Sardine, you'd activate Sardine to special summon the Sardine, and he sends another Sardine to the graveyard. And then if you have a monster that you control as the same name as a monster in your graveyard, aka Sardines, 1 Sardine in the hand, or I'm sorry, on the field and the graveyard, you can special Sunfish, and then he also brings back the other Sardines. So there's your tuner. When he comes back, he turns into a tuner. So that's a free level 8 synchro. Or you can make your Aryan Pose or all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can really do whatever you want with the levels, but that leaves you with a level 2 tuner, and then a level 2 non-tuner, and a level 4 non-tuner. So, and that's all without using your normal summon. So you can do all your other plays on top of that. So, great card. I play 1 Silent Angler. You could probably, you might be able to do, maybe bump him down to add another Silent Angler if you feel that it's necessary and you want to get more bodies on the field. Dealer's choice on that one. Yeah, great card. But he has to be the last card that you special summon from your hand. This is mostly your normal summon, Beautiful Princess. Normal summon, and then she can just special summon a level 4 lower fish monster from your deck. Which, to be honest, that's probably going to be Leaf Fish. The others would be okay, depending on what you have in your hand, but for the most part, your main target for this is going to be Leaf Fish. And the 1 Mermaid Shark. I've seen a lot of people play this, and I can see why. But it does have to be a normal summon, so it's a little limited in that sense, just like Beautiful Princess. But since we don't play a whole lot of normal summons, this is okay. Yeah, great card. When she's summoned, you can just search for a level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster, and that can turn into Mermaid Shark, and then you go for the Abyss Shark, and then that searches out all your other fish. So, pretty good. We're going to move into the spells. As with most of my builds, I like a heavier monster build just so I have options. Again, not a whole lot of hand traps and disruption, but that's just the way that I like to build. Deepest Depths, field spell, pretty good, because you can get banishes and a search, so it gives you 2 things that you kind of need. Great card. Then we have the White Reincarnation. This is an amazing card. It really helps out Ghoti. Yeah, you can search out essentially the white monsters, but what it specifically says is a fish monster that has an effect that it can also be treated as a tuner. Add 1 fish monster with an effect that treats itself as a tuner from your deck to your hand. But that's the white cards. All the white cards do that. The other effect is amazing. If a level 8 or higher fish synchro monster is special summoned from your graveyard, even during the damage step, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So, and there's a lot of the synchros that we can kind of play around with that with. Pretty cool though. I mean, mostly the white aura stuff, but there's other ways to do that. So I play the Array of Avarice still. I really like this. If you kind of get stuck with a card on the field, like Paces or something, or even just, they ash you or something with like a, Beautiful Princess or something, and it kind of just gets stuck there. which I know it does banish for cost, but you know, just stuff happens. So, and even not, you can also just banish your monsters. So really solid. I like that card. I only play the 2D Fisher. Oddly enough, the Ghoti monsters actually don't like being immediately banished. They want to banish off of their own effects. So it's kind of fun to do like on the last part of your turn or something. You know, the Ghotis will keep coming back like Pesos and stuff, but it won't really help you that much because the other ones need to be, you know, the bigger Ghotis have to banish to get their effects off, and if they're already banished, then it just doesn't work that well. So D-Fisher, I think, at 2 is good, because then you can kind of choose if you want to activate it, or you won't see it too often, so I like it at 2. 1 for 1, that's for Beautiful Princess. And the Terraforming, search out the field spell, of course. And I don't play any traps. I didn't really like the Ghoti traps to begin with. They felt super situational, so I stopped running them. And that's it for the main deck. We'll go right into the extra deck. Play for the Ghotis. I play the Aryan Posts. Great card, sets up a lot of your combos. As soon as it's Synchro Summon, you can banish a level 6 or lower fish monster, which now the new target for that is absolutely... oh, Lord, where is he? Pisces, I'm going to say that's his name, but he immediately gets banished, and then if you already have another one on the field, or another Ghoti or something, he can banish to immediately come out, and then he searches another fish, so this is definitely your new target for Aryan Posts, for sure. Great card. I'm thinking about dropping him. I don't, Golgum. I'm thinking about dropping him. Yeah, he has the effect of, like, if he battles an opponent's monster, he doesn't even do the, he doesn't even perform the battle. He skips the battle phase, essentially. And banishes the opponent's monster immediately. Pretty good. Yeah, it's okay. I play 2 Ozcon. Ozcon's really good. Target 1 fish monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls and banish them. Pretty solid. But also he has recursion in the sense of if this card is banished, you can banish 1 fish monster from your graveyard, special summon this card. So he can just keep coming back out over and over and over. Granted, he won't... the effect to get the banishment of another opponent's cards, he has to be Synchro Summoned, but still, he can just keep coming out for, you know, a body. And also to Synchro Climb. Then we play the Ghoti of the Deepion, of course. This card's nuts. It just banishes the entire field, not just monsters, on its Synchro Summon. It has to be during the opponent's turn, though, to get that banishment. And he also gains attack based on how many cards are in the banish zone. Yours and your opponent's. Monsters, sorry, specifically. So he can get pretty high attack, but also just the field wiping or field banishment is crazy. I'm trying this guy out, Fish Lamp. The only way to bring him out, sadly, is... for whatever reason, this guy, they made him fire, which I thought was really, really dumb. I guess it's to just stop people from abusing it, but... White Sardine, unfortunately, he locks you into water for the rest of the turn when you use effect, so you can't really use that with him. So if you have a different setup, like somehow, I mean, the only way that you can bring these out are with Shift, Zep, or Pesos and Keef. To Synchro Summon with Keef and Pesos, Keef and Zep, Keef and Shift, because that's the only way you're really going to do it, because you can't use... I mean, unless you, of course, just normal summon the Sardine, but why would you do that? So, I'm trying it out. If it doesn't work out that well, Its effect is great though, to special summon 2 lamp tokens, 2 level 2 lamp tokens. So again, you can synchro climb. So just for whatever reason, they had to make it fire. I don't know why they did that, because it limits its use a lot. Play White Order Whale. White Order Whale is busted. It's such an amazing card. As soon as it's synchro summon, you can wipe the field of your opponent's attack position monsters. Also, it can attack twice. It can keep bringing itself back out, not once per turn. So if you have like 5 fish monsters, or 5 water monsters in general, you can just, it dies, banish, dies, banish, dies, banish, all in one turn. Yeah, unlimited. So, crazy card. Porpoise, awesome extender to get into some higher numbers in case you don't want to go for Arian posts or you don't have any more Arian posts. He works really well as like a substitute and also slightly differently. Great card though, especially when you use it with, of course, the new white cards. So usually you would do the white sardine and wherever it is, the white sunfish. I play the Dragite. Dragite's great, because why not? I play 1 Cheng Ying as well when I'm not locked into fish, which isn't often. I play 1 Trish because of the levels of... mostly the one that throws off your levels into odd numbers is Abyss Shark, because he's a level 5, so it kind of throws off. He's the only odd number synchro that I have because of him. So you would get him, another level 2, and another level 2, and one of them just has to be a tuner, and you can bring this guy out. I'm sorry, 2 tuners, so bring out... It's really easy to get this guy out. Granted, you get locked into fish, I believe, with the quick effect of Schiff and the tuners, but I think it's worth it. Because banishment, of course. 1 an enemy, because water, of course, and Abyss Keeper. So, yeah, that is it. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know what deck you guys want to see next. Thank you very much.